That's why it's important to know what direction you going now, cause everything that you built can be destroyed, torn down.
You think I ain't concerned about how I affect the past? I mean, that had stayed in my closet like about a year and a half. Then one day I was like, I'ma do me. I was in the sunken place and then I found a new.
He was supposed to be our black voice. Everyone's still attacking him to this day for not being boisterous enough. Now, this is a man that's in a position, if anyone knows anything about politics, there's only but so much he can really do.
This is true. This is true.
So it's like for us to sit here and pick on everything. Well, he ain't clean up Brownsville streets.
Right.
Well,
he didn't walk my dog.
It's like we can't.
I still gotta pay rent, yo. I still gotta pay rent. What happened?
He did what he can do in the position of, first of all, being surrounded by nothing but Republicans and white people. Right. We put too much weight on these one voices that we look to.
And his presidency was the cleanest presidency that I've ever seen.
Exactly.
He did.
Like,
the man did.
They try to find anything to get Obama.
Yeah, but nothing ever stuck. Nothing ever stuck.
But
he had a beautiful, loving family with a strong, loving
wife. Look at white privilege, though. Look at white privilege.
Well, yeah,
Your man Obama was the creme de la creme of president, right? And then we get a clown. And the first, his wife was naked on a whole bunch of photos, and like, she's still classy.
She's not even American.
Wait, she's not even American. Exactly. So you go like, wait a minute, hold on.
And he raped her.
Don't hold. You can't hold Obama to no standards if you voted for Trump.
They had the nerve to talk about
you can't hold him to no standards if you voted for Trump.
Transgender. How the fuck you trying to respect Michelle, bro?
Right.
No, she's a beautiful black woman. You mad because she can smack the shit out of you? That's what it was. They knew she was. If it came out her wrong, she would smack the shit out of him. Well, I love this.
Ain't nobody pushing Michelle, boy.
Michelle was in the community. She was doing things in real life.
It's true.
What is Mahalia? What was her name? Melania?
She wanted to stay at the Listen.
Macadamian nut does anything for us except sell goddamn shoes.
It seemed like him and his whole family just going for the money, and it's so blatant corruption. Your man is going golfing all the time. When Obama went golfing once, and he even go on a company on American taxpayer dime, we have lost. They have lost all kind of moral, financial, and all kind of ground to say, okay, well, you don't have to be this aggressive. Like, yo, look what just happened. Your man is. They thinking about.
Has the family even moved into the White House yet, or are they still in the Trump Towers in the damn?
I think they moved. I think they did.
Because that was another thing too. Like, they just feel like they can do whatever, and literally blocked off Fifth Avenue for mad days. Right. You couldn't drive. You couldn't walk. Nothing. You couldn't cross the street. All because Trump was in town. All because Trump was in town. Like, it's crazy.
The fact that Trump is still in office shows where America stands.
For real.
Right.
For real.
And that's more or less.
They prefer a racist, bigoted, orange white man.
Because they feel like that's the president that we deserve. I'm sorry, I did nothing to deserve such things. I've done nothing.
It's a backlash from the whole Obama thing.
It's white lash.
Right.
It's a white lash. It's a white lash. It's like, y'all gonna choose it. Well, we gonna get somebody that's gonna do something crazy, and then he doing something crazy, and it's messing up everybody did. Stores are closing all in the Bible Belt, and they're like, oh well, it had to be Obama did something. Where he said this. Wait. Your man's is in charge right now, and he's fucking up the country. Like, he's literally fucking up the entire country, and you wanna talk about us? And then you would still let us get shot.
To the next question, the next person that we did have was the Keri Hilson and Issa Rae. Pretty much, Keri Hilson was saying at this point she wants to date white men. And in Issa Rae's book, there was a part where
I read that article.
She was saying that because she said black women should start dating Asian men. We might should just get together because we seem to be the two that are the least desirable in our race, overall, in our race. So now, a lot of black men, of course, felt offended when Keri Hilson, for one, said what she was saying about dating white men. And we noticed a lot of times we always go off about how black men date white women and how it's this double standard of when black women start to date white men, and also some men start to feel offended when Issa Rae was saying what she was saying. Now, I want to say this. I am tired of black men Okay? I feel like black women do not get the type of backing that we need from black men, period. On almost any level. We are harassed the most by our own men. And so, with that being said, I can understand why someone like Keri Hilson is like fed up. And it's usually that one out of 20 black men that as soon as they get a little bit of coin, they go dating foreigners, what they call foreigners, which means anything not black, and as if we're not the most foreign. Let's start there. So, I can understand why someone like Keri Hilson would say what she was saying, and people took what Issa Rae said completely out of context because what she said was the truth. We are considered the least desirable. So it's like, well, F it. Why chase after what doesn't want us? We might as well hook up with the next. Which I feel like we're all at that point where it's like, we're tired of like running down after black men essentially that don't even want us.
I feel like it's also an environmental type of situation. I feel like at the end of the day, Issa Rae is from
LA.
LA? She's from LA or she's from somewhere else?
Yeah, she's from LA. She's like Compton or something like that.
Yeah, so it's your environment. Like, those are the people you're around. Those people have their own struggles and they have their own reasoning to why they are the way they are. I've never really been attracted to any other race. Why? Because I'm not surrounded by any other race.
Yeah.
Like, I see fine black men every day.
Right.
So I have no desire. Like, granted, black men in my life especially are the main ones who put me down, who wrong me, hurt me physically, mentally, and emotionally. But I've never been attracted to outside races, and I've never seen myself building a family with outside race. So this is all about how you're mentally programmed, to be honest, and your environments. Because I feel like when you take people out of a situation like this, like we're in Brownsville, and you give them, like we were talking about earlier, you give them something that's positive, what's seen as positive, or something that's seen as different, or something that's seen as better and unique, and whatever the case may be, you're gonna start to desire that. And I feel like if you take yourself from Brownsville and now you put yourself in Hollywood or whatever the case may be,
it looks different.
It looks different to you. It looks more glamorous. Like, white people look more like, I don't know what they look like, but they look more appealing because all you know is what you came from, and all of the people that hurt you, stabbed you, raped you, beat you, and all of that. This white man hasn't done anything to you, so now you're gonna follow him wherever he goes because he got the money and he has a life that you want.
So I'm gonna slowly walk through this. I'm gonna slowly walk through this minefield. I don't want to get my feet blown off.
I got
what I would speak on, right? Specifically when it comes from black men and dating black women and black women dating black men, there is a struggle that it doesn't get talked about for black men.
Right.
The criminal justice system has put a restraint on black men's financials, right? And we know if we can't provide for our family, that does something to us mentally, right? There are some black men that fortunately didn't get locked up and were able to move forward, but a lot of this system has caught us in some way that we're always struggling with that. Then you have another system, which is the governmental subsidy system, that has supported black women in a certain way. That they end up viewing black men like our kind of visual lines of like what's really going on with black men going after black women. Me, I know for me, I can only marry a black woman because that's the only person that's going to understand my struggle from its inception. Hence the reason I make that choice for myself. I don't restrain that from anybody else because not everybody else needs that. But understanding that there's that difference because there are so many black men that weren't able to express themselves financially because of the holdups that we've had in this system. And then we try to deal or get our female to understand what we're going through. It's difficult because we're always told, black men are always told, stay quiet, shut up, keep it moving. Keep your emotions to yourself.
Your only job is to be a provider.
Keep your emotions to yourself. And it's like, yo, when you tell a black man to keep his emotions to himself, you don't really care about that black man.
Right. Yeah.
But it's hard to share those things. And then even when you do make it out, like if I share too much, there are women that look at me like I'm weak, and I'm like, no, I was just being honest with you. And there are some black women that they now, I think this goes back a little to slavery. There's certain black women that want so much aggression that they bring out the wrong in their black man.
Yes.
Like it happens. Like she laughing, but you bringing out the wrong in your black man.
I feel like that comes from mostly women who come from broken homes
Okay.
Where either the father was absent or he was aggressive.
What's the post that's always gone around? Black women were raised to survive. Versus like other cultures, they were raised to like be a wife. Yeah, we didn't learn that. Yeah. So most black women are just steady on survival mode.
Yeah,
like we don't know how to turn
whether
it
you
off.
Hear or not.
Right,
I'm gonna make it.
Because black men are also on survival mode. We don't know how to turn each other off. Yeah. And so we're just like bumping heads.
That's the thing we gotta talk about. We gotta write a book on that right there. Like she gotta write a book on that. Like I wanna read that. That's what I wanna read.
The problem is a lot of black men don't recognize that and recognize these things as an issue. Don't recognize colorism. Don't recognize these issues. And so they go off. They think, oh, I got some money. Here, like you said, here's something different. They like me.
And they
not realizing you
they're fetishing. Yeah, they're fetishing you. They don't like you. They're fetishing you.
Exactly. And so
they feel like they want something.
I always tell, and it's no shade to white women or any other type of woman, but I be telling my black men like, listen, stop putting others on a pedestal first off. If you want to smash. But I don't like when it gets to the point where it's like, this is wifey and she made me better, like, and then it's like you almost disregard the fact that your baby mother, who's probably black, is who really held you down this whole time, but you don't acknowledge it and then we also talk about the approach. People say, oh, black women are hard and blah, blah, blah. When you go see a white man, it's not a yo ma. Never in the history of nigga have I seen a black man approach a white woman like, yo, ma.
Your hand is behind you.
It's almost like,
I know some niggas in the hood, so I'm gonna be quiet.
It's almost like, yes, massa. But when it's a black woman, you have no problem snatching up, hey, yo, bitch. Right. That's the problem right there.
But there's also the vice versa. Black women looking at a black man in a club with no money and thinking he has no money, and then seeing a white dude like, oh yeah, that dude got some more money. Right. So I'm gonna be nicer to him. Okay. And I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm like, wait, ma, you don't know what I'm doing, but okay, you go over there and like you see the difference, and you go, I don't know if I want to deal with this anymore, because there are the Beckys that do try to put energy into. And the
it's like the ego strokers.
They do. Like they do.
You're so resilient. Oh my God, put your big black cock in me. I mean, y'all love stuff like that. Because it's hyping up your ego. Like you feel like this now.
I see the post.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, ask the white woman why she did black man and ask for another reason other than his big black cock. Is that right. No, it's not.
Right.
It's just
but who's asking that?
It's just a
they not gonna ask that.
Nah, no funny shit. Like my point of view on this is, see, you have a preference to race, but people forget that we just ain't shit regardless of your race. We just ain't shit in different methods. You feel me? Like
different methods, exactly.
Like you want to marry Charlie because he has a high credit score, but he can't dance for shit. He doesn't know how to season chicken.
He doesn't know how to season. He don't know how to. He can't raise children. He can't raise children. He'll. Okay, what do you want me? No, he can't raise children. One things I've noticed, like when black men speak, like stay. We're gonna put you on timeout for this.
Shit, bro.
Yo.
Outside, bro. He might be little Derek guys, but Derek grew up being his strong ass man when he grew up. You feel me? Like we just ain't shit in different ways.
Black women is gold diggers, but you guys would marry a Becky that knows exactly how to extort you. Look at Kanye. They know how to get you for your last bank. Look at Kobe. He had to buy a bigger ring because he knew.
Man,
his funds would have been going.
I know y'all seen Undercover Brother.
Yes.
I know y'all seen Undercover.
Exactly. It's exactly like that.
Y'all let the mayonnaise just strip and take all of your money.
But that's going back to the idea of survival on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
And like literally, like right now, everybody's seeing that whole nonsense of the peaceful world, and everybody's trying to get to the bank. Yeah. Everybody's trying to get to the bank, and some people are seeing other races as a quick way to get to the bank. Right. But we're not really building our communities, and we're afraid to say we need to build our communities. Like when they say, "Oh well, stay with us," it's not just like I don't want you to be with any other race. It's like we still got a job to do. Right. Like our communities are still struggling. These ideas still need to be passed to the kids. Like there's so much information we need to pass on, and if we don't do it, who are we expecting to do it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like that level of
our families first.
No funny. Being a teacher, and I work at K-5, so the small ones. white privilege is motherfucking real. I'm saying that shit again.
Say it 3 times.
You can see how the white kids act versus the black kids versus the brown kids versus the yellow kids versus the Spanish ones. It's fucking ridiculous. Because you see Tyrone running around. Yo, Tyrone, start running. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Hey, Brian, start running. My dad said it's okay.
Right.
Nigga, what?
Right. Your dad is not even here,
No funny
bro.
shit. I will slap the shit out of you.
Yo.
That's child abuse. No, you can't do that. Nigga, what? My dad used to whip my ass all the motherfucking time. Well, not my dad. I have a dad. My mom did though.
What?
But you got both parents in your life, and I don't think it's like I understand they're young, so they don't see exactly what's going on around them. But little Gabriella over there, she got her churros after school, but your mom bought you a whole full course meal. Right. She can only afford a fucking churro. Right. But your parents got all this fucking money. And it's crazy how kids come to school. Some of them, we have to get like old shirts, old shoes, old this. And you come to school with line of Skechers because you popping? Right. No, Billy. It's not going to work.
Think, like, colorism also plays a big role with Swedish mentality? Because I think it's deeper than just a white girl. A lot of guys who sit there and choose a Hispanic girl who half Hispanics don't even want to be black at all. They don't have any association with black. So, you know, a black woman has an attitude that's like, oh, this black bitch. But a little Hispanic or spicy Latino. Like, what's the problem?
You know what's funny?
Other culture of women, the ammo to say, like, oh, that's why y'all black women, this, that, and third, and we're now, and it's looking like black women are the least desirable.
I just believe
the biggest thing with his Latinos and Hispanic people is their hair. It's their hair and it's their bodies. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't know, like different cultures, like in DR, it's okay to like have plastic surgery. Even in China, it's okay to like have plastic surgery and get this done and that done because you're supposed to look like that. You're supposed to look like the 8 in the hourglass shape. Like it's like you're weird if you don't look like that. Yeah. And then the hair, we're like the most disgusting people on the earth when it comes to hair.
Right.
But yo,
so guys,
perception. Perception.
Right, in perception.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of men want their child to look a certain way. Yes. So they go and get the Hispanic girls because they're gonna be less black. Right. The further away from black we can be, is the better.
Is the new.
And I don't know why, because I'm telling you, yo, summertime starting, the black girl, the darkest girl with that white dress on her skin glowing. Ooh, look at me, baby.
So talking about the beauty in our melanin is one of those things that for some reason is taboo in our community, but we should be talking about it. There's scientific proof that we absorb sunlight better than others. Like, I'm sorry, we don't get skin cancer on the levels that others do. So if I'm talking about these statistical differences, and I can't say that this one is actually superior because it gets less of cancer than yours. I look like I'm being so super black. I'm like, well, yeah. But like, what's the problem there if we're going with the facts? Because you always want to throw, black on black crime, but we don't talk about white on white crime. That happens at almost the same rate. So what are you saying?
I feel like more because their level of destruction is just way higher.
No, you might shake it with somebody.
Yeah.
They go to the whole school and they go to the whole motherfucking school.
The whole fucking school. Like, I'm sorry.
I got a problem with the nurse. I'm gonna kill everybody in the school and all the hospitals in the area. Like what? But if I have a problem with you and I'm Hakeem and you Tyrone or whatever, we gonna shoot the Fed immediately. Right?
That's it, son. That's it. It's settled.
The thing is, Hakeem and Tyrone are always gonna get caught with whatever they do. But Billy and Ty are gonna
stab each other underneath the seats,
and they're gonna be all right. Like, well, Ty was a nice boy. I don't know why he did this. And then Tyrone, oh yeah, you gotta put that nigga away. Like, what? How'd that happen? Like, where'd that go? Where'd that come from? Speaking to the kids, saying, like, having the white parents say, oh, look at those beautiful black children. You don't hear it, and the kids don't hear it, so they never internalize these ideas. Right. They always see themselves as superior in every fucking media that we have. And then their parents aren't willing to say, like, oh, look, Julie's beautiful black skin. Like, she can't say that. But then she'll be like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, when they go home to their cousins. So all they're seeing is the white people in their circle getting praise, and like, oh, that means I must be. And then when I go there, look, they're in tattered clothing. So clearly they're lesser than me in some way. And it's like, we don't approach those things.
And it sticks in their head. And that's one thing. That's one thing I promote at my school. When I tell my coworkers something like, "Yo, that girl, just call her beautiful. I know her name is called. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? Hey, princess, what's your name?" And honestly, it's low key, but I don't do it to white kids. Just because they don't need it. They don't need it. They don't need it. The Indian kids at my school, they love me the most, more than the black kids, more than anyone else, because they know that despite anything else, I'm here to enjoy time with you, and I'm not gonna make you feel weird. I'm not gonna make you feel different. I'm gonna make you come here to have a smile on your face and have fun with
I'm gonna hear your culture. Like, you kids will tell you their culture. Boy. Give them a chance. They'll tell you their culture. But for some reason, we don't support we don't support black culture. Right. Like, when you see somebody getting loud, like, what's wrong? I saw it the other day. Dude was getting loud in Popeyes. Old man, he got out of some psychiatric ward down the block, got out of a whole bunch of alcohol in his system. He was getting loud. Why? Because nobody was giving him respect. The man had to be like 67. I understood, like, he made it to 67 from this space. Yeah. Like, you know how hard that is? Yeah. Like, you know kind of mental problems that man had to go through, and he's alive. Yo, I literally walked over to him and was like, tell me about it, Pops. And he was like, yeah, man, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. And he cooled down. And I was like, yo, we can't
that's
give
the biggest thing.
We can't give them that respect. The man is insisting still. Like, yo, that's hard. That's hard, especially when you own he clearly was on his own. He clearly didn't have any family. It's like, that's hard for us. Like, you got white people could do that all day because they got the money, got the financial, they can go. Exactly. We don't have that, so if we don't do it.
Hey, Jill. Margaret. Pie tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. It's so hard for us to embrace our own. Like, I started making it a purposely walking down the block, seeing people I don't know, saying, "What up?" They go, "Hi." I'm like, "Okay, cool," and I keep it moving. But you have to say what up to your fans. It takes
one hello to change someone's fucking life.
Yo, seriously.
That day, you don't know what could have happened at the end of that day for that person.
My nigga, I've been thanked so many times. Like, yo, I don't know you, bro, but your energy, you say hi to me today, yo, just you being lit right now. I fuck with you. Let me buy you a drink. Yo, you hungry?
He's that guy. He's that guy.
It's the smallest things that just fuck you up. Like, yo, it changes everything. And niggas be like, yo, honestly, we live in a community where shit's just getting worse and worse because niggas is doing fuck shit. And I blame social media. I'm 100% blaming social media. Yeah. Because the shit that's being posted on there, the shit that this little motherfucker see on there. Boy, you ate with a Snapchat for what? The fuck you snapping? I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Nigga, really? The fuck?
Yeah. You see all this Snapchat Yu-Gi-Oh cards now?
You see all this shit, bro. And for what? They ain't learning shit from it, bro. Yo, man.
But make sure you guys tune in. That was it for Target Packers. Make sure you guys tune in. Follow us at Lethal Lipz Podcast. On Instagram and on Facebook. Also, you can find us on iTunes, Google Music as well. Make sure you follow our personal Instagrams, urban_classic,
CJ_visionary,
King Sylvie, that's KingSilvy,
and focus_MANQ.
See you guys next week.
That just got me heated, so
I'ma do me. I was in the sunken place and then I found a new me. Not worried about some image that I gotta keep up. A lot of people agree with me, but they too scared to